Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year in advance. We will not still fail to thank God for keeping us alive till this particular last day of the year, in which is 31st of December. We thank God for everything from January 1st to today, December 31st. It's a really long journey, and we've come all the way to this particular moment, and we thank God Almighty for being alive. So regarding yesterday's games, to be honest, yesterday's games were amazing. I shared 3 slips. The slip 1 was 24 odds on corners market. The slip 2 was also 4 odds on corners market. The slip 3 was 2.36 odd on normal predictions. Let's start with the last one, in which is our slip 3. We had it successful. The games were Aston Villa to win at full time. We had Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United over 1.5 goals. It was successful. Finally, we had the third game to be Crystal Palace versus Brentford, and Crystal Palace won the game at full time. So our 2.36 odd was a success. Aston Villa's game was very, very tight. They won the game in the last minute with a penalty kick from Douglas Luiz. So our slip 3, in which was our normal predictions, was a success. Regarding our slip 2, we had 4 odds. Yes, we had 4 odds. The first game was Celtic versus Rangers. This was the corners market. Slip 2, Celtic versus Rangers. We had Celtic to win corners at full time, in which Celtic had 6 corners, Rangers had 2 corners. The odd was around 1.59. The second game was between Nottingham Forest and Manchester United. We had Manchester United to have 5 corners, over 4.5 corners at 1.46 odd, and the game ended in Manchester United 5 corners, Nottingham Forest 4 corners. The last game was between Luton Town and Chelsea. We had Chelsea to win corners at full time. Yesterday, Luton went full out against Chelsea and won the corners around 7-3. And it was not successful. Chelsea did not win corners. Luton won the corners. But if you still edited this 4 odds second slip, you should be getting something out of it. Then our main game for yesterday, in which was the main corner market, we had 10 matches, 24.74 odd. 10 matches over 8.5 corners, 10 matches. The first game was Luton and Chelsea over 8.5 corners. It was successful. The second game was Milan versus Sassuolo over 8.5 corners. It was a success. We had Cagliari versus Empoli over 8.5 corners. It was a success. Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United over 8.5 corners. It was a success. We had Kilmarnock versus Dundee over 8.5 corners. It was successful. Al Shabab versus Al Wahda over 8.5. It was successful. AYR United versus Dufamil over 8.5 corners. It was a success. Crystal Palace versus Brentford over 8.5 corners. It was successful. Larne versus Linfield over 8.5 corners. It was successful. This particular Larne versus Linfield game, it took me time before I even got the corners. I've not even gotten all the corners they got, but they were able to get at least 8, 9 to 10 corners. I was trying to watch their full match. No live score took the corner market. No bookmaker took their record. I went to watch their live game. It's a long game. It was not even stable. It was shaking, but I was able to get few of the corners. It was up to 8 to 9 corners, but I'll still go and confirm it, and I'll let you know how the corners ended in that game. So the last one was between Celtic and Rangers over 8.5 corners. Celtic and Rangers were the only team that failed to do 9 corners. Why? Because I believe Rangers had a red card, making Rangers' force of attack reduce. You understand? First half, they had around 4-2 or 4-1 in corners. But second half, Rangers got red card and the attack was reduced, and Celtic reduced the tempo, reduced the attack, and won the game at full time 2-1. So the corners for the 24 odd, we had 9 out of 10 over 8.5 corners winning. And if you listen to my advice by picking just 4 games out of all these games, you should be winning something. So I told you before, I took my time in these corners yesterday. I took my time, and as you can see, the corners came out well. If Celtic and Rangers had delivered more corners, maybe in the second half, because throughout the whole second half, Celtic and Rangers had just 1 corner. Rangers just did 1 corner in the whole second half. So imagine they did at least 2 or 3 corners in the second half, would have gotten the 9 corners. And I believe the red card also played a role for the Celtic game. So that is our yesterday's result. We had 2 odds winning. Our 24 odds corner market over 8.5. We had 9 out of 10 games winning. And I told you yesterday to pick at least 4 or 5 games, 3, 4 or 5 games out of the corners market yesterday. So our yesterday's games were very, very good. So today is another new day. And the games for today are not much. I have just 2 slips. Slip 1 is 7 games, also corner market. Slip 2 is 2 matches, also corner market. I believe tomorrow, Monday, which is 1st of January, the corners are going to be much. The corners are going to be good. There are going to be a lot of value I'll be providing in tomorrow's corner prediction. I'm really taking my time to observe all these corner games, and I'll be bringing out the best for each and every one of you. Remember, the best advice I used to always give to you is, if the corner is over 9.5 or over 8.5, you can reduce it to over 7.5 for your own safety. So that is by the way. If you are new to the channel, sorry for keeping you to this particular time. Do ensure you are hitting the subscribe button. Turn on your bell notifications so you'll be notified whenever a video is being uploaded. So let's dive right into today's video. So let's dive into today's games. We have 2 slips for today. Slip 1 having 5 odds, 7 matches, corner predictions, 5 odds. Slip 2 is having 2 matches, 2.07 odd. So let's dive right into the games. Now the slip 1, in which is 5 odds. Our first game is from the Israel Premier League. We have Hapoel Tel Aviv versus Maccabi Haifa. My prediction here is over 7.5 corners at 1.24 odd. Over 7.5 corners at 1.24 odd. We have Fulham versus Arsenal from the England Premier League. We have over 7.5 corners also at 1.22 odd. We head to the Australia A-League. This is the first time in Jb Predictz channel we are going to Australia. We have Central Coast Mariners versus Perth Glory. We have over 8.5 corners at 1.22 odd. We head to the England Premier League once again. We have Tottenham Hotspur versus Bournemouth. We have over 8.5 corners at 1.22 odd. We have from the Portugal Segunda Division, we have Mafra versus Aves. We have over 8.5 corners at 1.29 odd. Heading back to the Israel Premier League, we have Betia Jerusalem versus Maccabi Petah Tikva. We have over 6.5 corners at 1.21 odd. Finally, we have Hapoel Haifa versus Maccabi Tel Aviv. We have over 7.5 corners at 1.29 odd. This game is from the Israel Premier League also. So I come again. Hapoel Tel Aviv versus Maccabi Haifa over 7.5 corners. Fulham versus Arsenal over 7.5 corners. Central Coast Mariners versus Perth Glory over 8.5 corners. Tottenham Hotspur versus Bournemouth over 8.5 corners. Mafra versus Aves from the Portugal Segunda over 8.5 corners. Betia Jerusalem versus Maccabi Petah Tikva over 6.5 corners. Finally, Hapoel Haifa versus Maccabi Tel Aviv over 7.5 corners at 1.29 odd. To be honest, the games for today are very, very little. So it took me a lot of time to even come out with these corners. And you are seeing over 7.5 or over 6.5. The games are very, very limited for today. But from tomorrow, games are going to be good. and I'll be bringing out the best version of corner market. So this is our slip 1 5 odds. There is no booking code. Just select the amount of corners you want to take. There are 7 corners on slip 1. You can pick 4, you can pick 3, and stick on it. So that is for our slip 1. Now regarding our slip 2, in which is 2.07 odd, we have just 2 matches corner market. We have the first game from the England Premier League. We have Fulham versus Arsenal. My prediction here is Arsenal to win the corners at full time at 1.43 odd. The second game is between Tottenham Hotspur versus Bournemouth. We have Bournemouth to have over 3.5 corners at 1.45 odd. Bournemouth to record at least 4 corners in this game today at 1.45 odd. Arsenal to win corners and Bournemouth to record at least 4 corners in their game today. This is our slip 2, 2.07 odd. So guys, that is all the games for today. If you are using 1xBet, BetWinner, any 1xBet style of bookmaker, you should be getting all the corners. But if you are using something like SportyBet, the corners will be limited. Not all matches has corners. So guys, that is all the games for today, and I wish you success. Ensure you stake wisely and gamble responsible. Regarding the first slip, you can take at least 3 or 4 games out of it. Regarding the slip 2, stake wisely. I wish you all the best. I wish you success. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you have not subscribed. I wish you a happy new year in advance. Have a blessed day. Have a wonderful day, and bye for now.